Ineffective Listening, Assignment 4 by Nada Imera, Gordon White, and Amanda Shaw. The following concept can be found in Chapter 7 of Looking Out, Looking In on pages 310 to 312. Ineffective listening. Ineffective listening is inevitably seen in everyday conversations. In order for the speaker to accurately get their message to the receiver, it is important that certain types of ineffective listening are recognized. In this presentation, we will be discussing the different types of ineffective listening. They are pseudo-listening, stage hogging, selective listening, insulated listening, defensive listening, ambushing, and insensitive listening. Pseudo-listening. Pseudo-listening is an imitation of true listening in which the receiver's mind is elsewhere. Pseudo-listeners give the appearance of being attentive by nodding occasionally and smiling at the right times, look you in the eyes, and may even answer you occasionally. They use these polite facades to mask thoughts that have nothing to do with what the speaker is saying. Often, pseudo-listeners ignore you because they have something on their minds that is more important to them than your remarks. Other times, they may simply be bored or have heard what you were saying before and choose to tune out your remarks. In the following scene, you will see an example of pseudo-listening between a doctor and a patient in which the doctor is explaining to the patient a medical condition that she has.
You have a condition called atherosclerosis, and it's where the artery walls thicken as a result of buildup of fatty acids such as cholesterol. You have to start making healthy lifestyle choices such as
I wonder what I got on that last theory assignment. I hope I got at least 90. That would be awesome! Stage hogging. Stage hogging is a listening style in which the receiver is more concerned with making a point than with understanding the speaker. They usually try to change the topic of conversation to themselves. There are two main strategies of stage hogging. The first one is interruptions, and the second is shift response, which is changing the focus of the conversation from the speaker to themselves. In the following scene, you will view stage hogging in a conversation between two students.
How was your weekend?
It was okay. I finished a couple assignments and studied.
Yeah, whatever. You know what class I really love? Communications. The professor and TA, they're so nice.
Selective listening is a style in which the receiver only responds to the messages that interest them, while rejecting everything else. Depending on the situation, selective listening isn't necessarily negative. An example of this would be screening out radio commercials and keeping an ear out for your favorite song. Selective listening is less appropriate in personal settings when your obvious inattention can insult or hurt the other person. In this next scene, you will view selective listening between two nurses.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. I just got this patient who's really depressed from all these Valentine's Day decorations.
Oh my god, I love Valentine's Day roses, chocolates, it's the best!
Insulated listeners are almost the opposite of selective listeners. It is a style in which the receiver ignores undesirable information. Instead of looking for something, such individuals avoid it. Whenever a topic arises that they would rather not deal with, insulated listening means they can simply fail to hear or acknowledge it. In the following example, you will see a doctor explaining to a mother her son's conditions and precautions they should take.
Hi, Mrs. Shaw. I just wanted to let you know that your son Todd, he has an immune deficiency. So that just means a couple things he has to look out for, such as if you're ripping up carpets or knocking out drywall, he can't be around, stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'll give you more detail as we get on, but have a good weekend for now.
Oh, thank you, we will. We're doing a new project. We're ripping out his carpet in his room.
I just said he can't be around that.
Defensive listening takes place when someone takes someone else's remarks as personal attacks. Teenagers are often very defensive when it comes to communicating their personal lives to their parents. Usually these people avoid admitting that they are insecure by projecting them onto others. In this next clip, we will see an example of defensive listening between a doctor and a patient.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing pretty good.
So have you been following that new diet that I prescribed for you?
What is that supposed to mean? You think I'm fat? God!
Ambushing occurs when someone listens to you carefully and might actually lure you into a false sense of security as you think they are interested in what you are saying, when in reality all they are doing is gathering information so they can turn around and attack you with your own words. This will obviously initiate defensiveness in the other person. In this next clip, we will see an example of ambushing between a doctor and a patient.
Sorry about that. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, really good. I just got back from Swiss Chalet with a couple of friends. I had the quarter chicken dinner. So good.
That's where you were? I was waiting here for 3 hours for you. Do you not have to go home and cook dinner? I have to pick up my kids from school. Where were you?
Insensitive listening. These people are not able to look past the words and behaviors being communicated to them to comprehend the hidden messages. In other words, these people are so concentrated on what is being said to them that they overlook any nonverbal communication. In this next clip, we will see an example of insensitive listening between two students.
Hey, are you going to the party this weekend?
No,
Why not?
I'm finishing our communications assignment. Don't help me or anything though.
Okay, that's fine.
Many people believe that communication is difficult, but in fact listening is just as difficult. As you've seen in this presentation, ineffective listening can alter the ability to communicate. You need to be aware of these types of ineffective listening so you can avoid them when understanding others is important to you.